right, it's 8 o'clock. Welcome to my Facebook Live. I'm glad that you are here. We are going to be making these wonderful little boxes that hold our cards. This is a project that I'm going to make tonight, although I'm going to change this one up. And then this is the one I made on my YouTube channel the other night. So I'm just going to give a few minutes to let people find my feed, my live feed. But in the meantime, I hope you guys are doing great. I just got my order today that includes 6 stamp sets from Occasions and the Celebration catalog. So I'm going to show you those. I got a project kit. I've got my catalogs. I've got some supplies for my adhesive kits, my tool kits. So I got a lot of stuff today, and now I got a lot of work ahead of me. Plus I've got a bunch of designer series paper too. So in any event, I'm glad you're here. Hi Pam and Joanne. All right, so let's just go over, give a couple more minutes, some of the stamp sets I ordered from the Occasions catalog. Happy Thoughts. So you guys know me, I love sentiments, and I let the paper do all its work. So I'm a very simple stamper, so not lots of like glitz and stuff like that. just love to use the paper and make more of a, you know, mixed media kind of card. So Happy Thoughts is my first one I bought. Then I got lots of heart. Lots of fun sayings are the ones that I purchased. So in this day and age, I think we kind of need lots of hearts and happy thoughts, right? So that's that one. The next one is, oh, this one is really cool, you guys. I can't wait to use this one. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have your catalogs yet. Let me just move these out of the way. I know some of you guys I sent them to. Can you just leave me a comment in the message box to let me know if you received them yet? But this is really cool. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. So this is one huge stamp set that looks like this, okay? So you ink it up, color whatever you want. You could use a Stamparatus on it too and just make these different colors. But this is a die. I saw it on a social media page on this Demonstrator website, Facebook page today, and I saw someone use it for the first time. So this is really cool, you guys. This, and what is this called? I don't even know. Messages die. So this is one huge die. Okay, I gotta pull it off because this stuff is really stuck on these cardboard sheets like we always know they are. I'll have to work on this. It's tape. Okay, so I'm going to throw this out because I use magnet sheets. Okay, so this is a die. See how it's all one piece? Okay, so this stamp set is one piece. Let me see. I got to go. So it will die cut all at once. So you have all these little fun banners and sentiment labels. So this is really, really fun. So you can kind of see it's kind of reversed. So this way. So see how this fits on. So I'm really excited about that. It's got some little stars as well. But see how this little scallop cuts right around that, what does that say it is? Thank you for being you. So really, really fun. So anyway, I'm excited about this one. I can't wait to give it a try. I'll put this away. And then I got one more. I got You Are Amazing. Lots of big sentiments. This could be a card club stamp set. I'm not sure yet, but I'm not sure. And then with my celebration, so every $50 you spend or $100, it all depends on the category, you get to pick out a free stamp set. So this is one of the stamp sets I purchased or got, Berry Blessings, and it is a cling or a photopolymer stamp set. And then the other free one I ordered was Corner Bouquet. So I got to work with these to see how they work for me. And this is a cling stamp set. So I got a photopolymer and a cling. Now, I also purchased this project kit because I've been doing a lot of work with with Hartford Parks and Recreation, and that's actually where I work. And I'm thinking of introducing a kids class. So this is a kind of a cool kids, meaning like older kids, like maybe, you know, 10 or 12-year-olds. But this is a nice little kit. Comes with this great box, some baker's twine. I would provide a stamp set and ink that they would use, but I want to get kids stamping and making cards. So I thought this would be a perfect project kit that they could work with. And it comes with instruction sheets, and so I don't know. Oh yeah, so this is a stamp set actually. Geez, I think I'd remember that, right? So this is a stamp set, goes with the You Are Amazing project kit. So I think the kids will be able to handle something like this because all the things are die cut, and so I don't know. I got to look at that one as well. So that is something new. These are the catalogs here. So I got Celebration and the mini catalogs. This is what they look like, Pam, and I see that you did not receive yours yet. Hey Denise, have you received your catalogs yet? Occasions in Celebration. This is what they look like. They should be coming any day now. But I do know that it took me, let's see, 9 days to receive my Stampin' Up! Order, the one that I'm talking about and showing you right now, and I requested 3-day delivery. So at the time of my order, it said it would process in 2 to 5 days. It took 5 days for them to ship my order, with the exception of the mini Stampin' cut and emboss machine, which I have. I received that on a Wednesday. So I have that, and I'm going to showcase that tonight. So I know that they have been slammed with all the orders, and I know they're having a hard time keeping up. So, and I know like the postal service too is behind, and I'm behind in my December card club just because I needed the product to be able to make my cards designs. So, and the stamp set, but I've changed up my stamp set for a card club. So we are going to be using, the stamp set I'm using tonight is still going to be my stamp I'm going to be using for December. Okay, so this is what inspired me. Okay, this is the one I made on my YouTube channel. I'm using the Poinsettia Place Designer Series paper and the Celebration Labels dies, of which both are on sale. So 50%, if you're a demonstrator, you're going to get on top of that savings. They're $17.50. So if you're a demonstrator, you also tack on your discount of 20 or 25%. So it's a really, really good deal. So my class for you guys tonight will be something similar to this, but the card designs are going to be 4 different ones. Okay, so this is kind of a cool thing. I'm going to give this as a gift. I'm going to put it in a cello bag. It might be a neighbor gift. I'm not quite sure. So that's that. So this is what we're going to make tonight, except I'm going to change up the front of this because I'm going to do it in Garden Green and the Fern Designer Series paper. This is Forever Greenery Designer Series paper. The stamp set I'll show you a little bit later. I know, Pam, you have this one. Okay, so these are the stamp or cards we're going to make tonight, all 4 different ones. Okay, Positive Thoughts is a stamp set that I'm using, and will be the December Card Club stamp set as well. So I'm using the gold hoops throughout every one of these cards. They make a nice little mixed media type of card. I've used Tasteful Labels dies. I used the Forever Flourishing die for this greenery here. I used the Sprig Punch, I haven't used in such a long time. And then the small bloom punch, and I've got the gold glitter enamel dots. All right, so that's card number 1, and on the inside, looks like this. We're going to be making these hopefully exactly the same way. That's card number 1. Card number 2. Oh, and on the back side, I designed the envelope flap with one of the stamps. I used every single stamp in this stamp set, you guys, on this project. So I'm really excited about that. All right, so that's this front one. This is another one here. It uses the vellum doily that some of you had earned as a host. It was, I think, last month's host code, free gift. So I'm going to show you how you can use those. I got two punches in here. And again, I've got a theme going, right? I've got the hoops, and I got this little design too. On the inside, I've got a design like this. So that's card number 2. And then this one, I wasn't too happy about how it turned out. But I wanted to try to stamp on this panel. I stamped and then I embossed it. I think it's too busy. So I think what I'm gonna do with tonight's card, I'm not gonna stamp this, I'm just gonna emboss this panel here and call it good, okay? So then here's the inside of this one. And I think, Pam, you can tell me, or somebody, that's a dahlia, I think. Pretty sure it is. Okay, and then the last one is this one here. Again, I used Tasteful Labels dies. I put 2 together. I offset the gold hoop, and I created this little sprig thing here. On all the cards too, I have the gold glitter enamel dots on them, 3 of them. And then on the inside, I used that little feather. I didn't know what to do with the feather, so I just kind of stamped on top of the foliage here. And then friends like you mean more every year. So there's that. And then on the back again is that. So every envelope has this design on the flap. All right, so we're gonna get started because this could take a while, okay? So we're gonna actually make the box first, and I just noticed that I totally did not get out my cardstock, and guess what? I don't even know what size I need to cut. Shoot. All right, hold on. Sorry about that. I need some Whisper White. I think it was 7.5 by 9.5. I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna go with that. And I think I know the scoring too. So let me get these cards out of the way. All right, so my mouse. All right, so 9.5. Boy, I hope this is right. If not, I'm in trouble. Okay, and then 7.5. Okay, I know this is wrong. I'm pretty sure it's wrong already. But we're gonna go with it. On a long way, we score at 1.5 on both sides. And then we rotate it and we go 4. I think it's 4. And then 5.5. Okay, and that's good. I'm pretty sure that's right. Okay, I lost my notes, and when I made this last night, I totally went to my YouTube channel to get my dimensions. That's where I got them from, and I totally forgot to do that again. So we're gonna see if this works. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're just gonna wanna burnish all those lines. Okay, and now we're gonna need to cut this, so you need to get your scissors. I'm gonna use my snips. I'm gonna snip right up to here. This box goes together really easy. There's not a lot to it. So you're just gonna slip right up to that score line. Put these away. And now what I did was I flipped it over. And I'm gonna run out of adhesive tonight because I wanted to use the Stampin' Seal Plus on this. So you want a little bit of a heavier, this happened on my YouTube channel too. Oh, this, oh my God. Blooper. Okay, so that's really sticky. This Stampin' Seal Plus is so super sticky, you guys. And now I like ruined my Stampin' Seal. Hold on just a second. Okay. I'm on. Okay. Phew. I think I got it. Okay. Let's see if this works. So now we're going to make sure these little flaps are going in. Then we're going to bring this around. And then the sticky is on the inside. And now I'm just going to line up. Oh boy. I should have went with a easier glue. All right. What you see is what you get from me, right? Oh God. Okay. I think I got it. Oh, I think I got it. Oh, phew. Okay, I got it. Okay, now I got to make sure that this goes in this way. Okay, now we're just going to line this up. Okay, good. Now take your bone folder and just kind of go like this. There. Now I'm going to see if this is the same size. I did it. I had a good memory tonight. Phew. All right, so then this box is ready to go. So we'll set that off to the side. I'm gonna die cut. And I've got my, like you should see my room right now because I can't put everything on this desk. So we're gonna start with the mini. So this is the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss. Okay, it looks like this. It's really small. It does come with the same type of setup as the standard Stampin' Cut and Emboss. It's got number 1, which is the die cutting plate. Then you got the 2 acrylic plates, number 2s. And you can see I've already used that a lot. Then number 3 is for embossing folders. Okay, and then this number 4 is also for embossing folders. Okay, and it tells you that you need to put the hinge first. Okay. So we don't need these 2 because we're not embossing right now. What we do need is to set it up with number 1, then a number 2. And there's a lot of give in this one, a little bit more than the standard Stampin' Cut and Emboss. I'm going to die cut this little foliage piece with Garden Green, and this is Forever Flourishing die. Then I'm going to slide this one in here so it's all lined up. Give it a little nudge. And I'm going to have to move this because to get this to start, I need to, there we go. Okay. Just go all the way through. The thing with this is that this is great to have on your desk if you're die cutting a lot. The measurement on this machine here, or the plates, I think it's about, yeah, so it's, to just give you an estimate of the space, it's 3.5 inches by 7, okay? So the other one, Big Shot, is like, I think over 6 inches wide, so this is about half of what the other machine is. So we're just gonna take this out, and I use my take your pick tool just to poke this out to get it started. I'm only going to die cut this one time. I just wanted to show you guys this. And then everything else is die cut. So there's our greenery. The next thing I want to die cut is the tasteful labels. So we're going to do that real quick. Hopefully I don't lose you. Hopefully it's not too boring. Maybe if I just keep messing up, it'll be a really fun night, right? See Karen sweat it out. All right, so now I'm just gonna die cut this one. And then bring it over here. And it die cuts really nice, you guys, just like the other machine, okay? Then I've got one more to die cut with this one. And it's this one here, the Tasteful Labels. we'll die cut that one real good. So that's the mini. All right, it's only available for demonstrators right now. It will be available for customers January 5th. But if you want it now, then you would have to join Stampin' Up! And become a hobby demo or a business demo, whatever you prefer. All right, so that's that. Now I'm going to bring in the big one, okay? Just because we're going to die cut a few things here. So to create this piece here, we need to die cut 2 of them, okay? And since it's got stitching, I don't want to die cut both of them at the same time. Okay, so I'm not sure if you've heard or not, but the magnetic plate that goes with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine it's not even orderable anymore. They had a production issue with it, but if you don't know, the magnetic platform that goes with the Big Shot works in this machine. So that was a great find. I'm using the old Big Shot acrylic plates too. Okay, and then we're gonna die cut. I can't get this all on the camera, you guys, so you'll have to just be patient. I've got that big die in there, and all I did was cut a 8.5 by 11 full sheet of cardstock in half, and I'm just gonna die cut this one. I'm working up a sweat tonight for you guys. I'm sure my watch is telling me like I'm like hitting some kind of zone or something. So this is scrap here. You can totally use it for something else, so I would save that. And then we need to die cut one more. And this is the Celebration Labels dies. It's on sale again for $17.50. And it's great. And I love making this box. And the fact that I remembered the sizes on the box itself is amazing. All right, so we've got 2 of these, and can you see the little stitching on it too? And I'm sorry I have lots of shadows in my craft room at night. It's the way it goes. All right, now what we need to do is die cut 2 of the Forever Greenery Designer Series paper. So I know some of you watching are enrolled in my stamp camp or a stamp club, card club. So you get, when every month you get a 6x12, half a pack of Designer Series paper. And I'm sure you are left with a bunch of sheets, 6x12s. So this is a great project that you can use your 6x12 scrap stuff with. If you have some extra sheets you don't know what to do with, you can make boxes. All right, so one more to make. Then I think we're all done our die cutting. I want to get this green one here, so let me push it over a little bit. And I'm really totally not looking at comments right now, just because I'm trying to focus on the die cutting. And thank you for letting me know about the shadows are not interfering, because I totally think they are, because I see them on my side. So thank you, Pam, for letting me know. So we're gonna shut that up, take it off, and I'm gonna put it down there. And here's our nice die cut. Okay, I'm not gonna keep this, you guys. I'm not hoarding that. That's like, needs to go in the recycle bin. Okay. Phew. All right, so now I'm gonna bring my silicone mat in. And what we need to do is we need to adhere these just like this. And this is directional patterns, so you gotta make sure you have your direction going right. This is like really bright, and we're not gonna use that side. So I'm gonna just do 3 lines of adhesive. And we're gonna just add those right to each other. And it looks like that. And again, we're gonna do the same thing. This box is actually, it's so super simple that you could mass produce this, and you can create cards for your friends and relatives and put them in a box in a cello bag and then make a really good Christmas present. Okay, so that's that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to attach them onto here, and I like to line up the bottom of this die to the bottom of the box, so it's going to go just like this. Okay, and this is where your directional paper, you got to be really careful because you don't want to do this and put them on upside down. That wouldn't look so good. Okay, so I'm going to just add adhesive. You don't want to go all the way to the edge because if you notice, I did on this one, it will show. But I don't know who would be looking on the back side of a box. That would be kind of weird, but... All right, so now I'm just going to center this on the bottom of the box. So I'm seeing the white here. I'm going to stick my hand in there just to give it a good press. And I know that that's going to be stuck on really good. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Again, I'm going to line it up to the bottom of the box. Just give it a good small press and then flip it over and give it a real harder press. Okay. And now what you want to do is just decide what side you want, because this is kind of a, it's kind of a busy pattern, but it's not really. You're going to put this piece on and this one. So what I like to do is just first figure out what my front and back side of the box will be. So that's what that's going to kind of look like. And then to see if I want this side, I'm going to add it here and here. So I think I like the darker fern, so I'm going to go with this. All right, so now you definitely need some scrap paper. So let me grab some out of my drawer here. We're going to be doing a lot of stamping off. And this is the design I'm going to make here. So I'm going to put this off to the side so I can refer to it. We've got our die cut, and sorry, it's white on white. And then we need the dahlia, I think this is. If somebody told me, I'm not sure. I think it's a dahlia. And we need positive, or sending positive thoughts and feel good wishes. My ink of choice tonight is Pear Pizzazz and Blackberry Bliss. So we're going to stamp with the Pear Pizzazz first. So we're going to create a nice little background. To do that, I always like to stamp 1, 2, and 3, so I know what strength of color I want to create the background image. I'm going to go with number 2 because I know Blackberry Bliss, and you can try, let me show you. I stamped them a little bit too close. Here, let me try that again, and I'm going to show you. So 1, 2, and then 3. So then you can take your Blackberry Bliss. This is a really long sentiment. I would go 1, 2, and then 3. And then that would determine which one I would want. I'm going to go with number 2 because this is too dark, too light. That's just right. How'd you like that? Kind of rhymed, right? Okay, so let's do that one more time. So we need to ink up in the Pear Pizzazz and stamp off. And then I'm going to stamp right on the center of that. Then I'm going to ink up that sentiment with the Blackberry Bliss. It's one of my favorite colors. And there we have it. Okay. So let me put these ink pads aside. Now I'm going to add my adhesive. Oh wait, I noticed that this Blackberry Bliss takes much longer to dry than anything. So let me just wave it because I did smudge a couple of them, unfortunately. All right, so we're going to add our adhesive, and then we're going to bring in this label from Tasteful Labels Dies. And this is garden green that I used, a different color green. But it's the green that we used to create the box. Then I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals. And I've got a sheet of dimensionals here that I'm trying to use up the edges. So I'm using 3. Okay, and then we're just gonna peel those off. And then we're gonna add this right back to the box here. And what I'm looking at is this here and this here, so it's all lined up. Then I'm just gonna go like this. All right, so now we're going to create, oh, this got kind of bent. We're gonna create this little spray of flowers. Again, here's the garden green that we die cut. I need my glue dots. There they are. Okay. So we're gonna use a lot of glue dots. And I'm gonna add a glue dot right to the center. Then I'm gonna put it right over here. Okay. Then the next thing up is the what do you call that thing? The sprig. So this is the sprig punch. It's been around for a few years. This is the metallic, like gold metallic foil paper. Every one of the cards has the sprig, but what we're gonna do with the sprig punch foil is we're gonna take our paper snips and we're gonna trim this off and break it up into 2. And then we're gonna take a glue dot, add it, and then I want this one to go this way. So I'm just gonna put it right in the middle. And then another one goes here. Now I need the bloom punch. And here it is. And I've got a scrap of Blackberry Bliss, and Blackberry Bliss is the flower that I'm using on every single card and the box. And take another glue dot, add it right here. I don't want to cover up the word and. Then lastly, I need my glitter dots, gold glitter dots. So we've got a little bit. I keep mine in stamp cases, you guys. This is the best thing for organization, is our Stampin' Up! Clear cases. And I'm going to take the largest glitter dot and put it right in the middle of the bloom. And then just press it from the front and the back side. All right, so that is our box, okay? I went it together fairly quickly, and then that's the back side. So now we're gonna put this over off to the side because we're gonna fill it with the cards we're gonna make, okay? And the first one, let's make this one first, okay? Looks like this, and uses a doily, the gold hoop. There's a garden green circle underneath it, and the whisper white circle, and that little floral. So let me get my kit here. I've got all the pieces here. Hopefully I got them all. Okay, so we are going to, let's see, what do I want to do first? I'm going to work my way. Let me do my stamping first, and then we will work our way up. So let me just get all these little pieces off to the side. We need our scrap paper. So the inside of the card again looks like this. So I need to recreate this along with the envelope and the back side of that envelope too. So let's do the inside panel first. And I need, this is the floral stamp. It fits on a D block. I'm just going to ink that off over to the side. I'm going to use second generation ink, and I'm going to stamp it just at an angle. You could stamp it straight up and down if you want. It's just totally up to you. Now I'm going to take that sentiment, sending positive thoughts and feel good wishes, ink that up in Blackberry Bliss. Then we're going to add that really nice detailed butterfly over to this white space there. Now, isn't that like super nice? I love this stamp set. I don't know why I waited so long to purchase it, but I never even showed you what it is. So let's bring it in here. So Positive Thoughts Cling Stamp Set. I'm not sure why I never bought it, but you know what? I love this stamp set. So that's why it's going to be my December, that's the stamp set I'm going to be using for December card club. All right, so now we need to ink up that foliage again, and I'm going to just do second generation. And then we need to stamp the little butterfly. I'm just going to stamp them over that greenery and call it good. Now the back flap is using that little kind of like, I'm not sure what it is, but it's just like a detailed stamp. I'm just going to add 3. All right, so that is our stamping for these two. Now the circle. All right, we're going to do this kind of the same thing we just did with the foliage. We're going to stamp off, and then I want to use more of this section of the stamp because there's more images on it. So that was second generation. Then the Hugs, Prayers, and Love gets stamped in Blackberry Bliss. All right, so that looks pretty good. We're done with stamping. Now we just need to assemble and make sure that Blackberry Bliss is dry. So actually let's start working on that while that does dry. So this is a piece of the Forever Greenery. It's 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to add my adhesive. And did you notice I only used a little bit of adhesive on the sides just because the Stampin' Seal is so strong. And I've got a 1/4 inch border, all 4 sides. Now you need the doily. So we're gonna add the doily right here. You're really not gonna see it much, but it just does add a little bit of texture to your card. You can add it like this if you wanted to, or you can just go like this. So I'm just gonna replicate what I made and then press that down. Now what you're gonna do, this is kind of like the slowest part of the project, is putting the hoop down. So to do that, I'm gonna add adhesive to this garden green. This is a 2 1/4 inch circle. I use the circle punch. Add this down. Okay, now I'm going to add the sentiment circle, and this was a 2 inch circle punch. So both of those are in the annual catalog. And we'll add this one right here, making sure it's straight. Now the gold hoop. So this is going to get stuck down over here, and I wanted just a little fine, like 1/16 of an inch, maybe 1/8 of an inch of that garden green coming through. Now to glue this down, you're probably wondering, how is Karen going to keep this to stay on the card, right? Well, it's simple. You're going to use your take your pick tool, and you need your glue dots, and they're somewhere on my desk and I can't see them. There they are, way over by my laptop. Okay, so I'm going to take my glue dots and I'm going to roll it onto the tip of the Sharpie pointy one. So it's kind of rolled right up. Now I'm going to add it here and press it down and it's going to stay on the gold hoop. See, just like that. And we're going to put 4 of these on the hoop. So basically top, bottom, left and right. And you can hear how sticky the glue dots are. Because they stick. And it's like sticks to my skin. And there we go. All right, so now we have 4 on there. And now we're just gonna layer this on. And when you're happy with where it is, just press it down. And those glue dots are seriously gonna keep it on there, okay? So that's totally stuck. Now the sprig, we're going to, again, use glue dots. And I got one way back here, so let me go back and get that one. One in the middle, you only need 1. And I'm gonna curl this like around the hoop. And it's gonna get stuck right to the gold. Okay, and then we need to take this and cut it. So we got 2 pieces now. And I want it going this way. So basically we're repeating the same process as we did on the box, and this is going to be done on all 4 cards. Okay, and then we have the bloom, and put that one right there. See how I'm working all the way from the bottom up? It's much easier to do it that way. And then we've got the gold glitter enamel dot. And I think I got everything that's needed on the front except for the glitter enamel dots. So I'm going to put the inside of the card on so I don't forget that. And this has just got a 1/4 of an inch border on all 4 sides. And then the final touch is the enamel dots, and we're just going to add 3. So let's see, I always have such a hard time deciding where I want those things to go. So I'll just put 1 down there. So I've got 2 down here, 1 up there. All right, so that is card number 1, you guys. It went together fairly quickly. And our envelope. All right, so I'm going to see if, let's see, I'm going to put 1 in that box off to the side here. Okay, we're going to build our box of cards. And then this one here is the one I had showcased earlier. So we've got these all organized. Okay, so then card number 2 is the one that I wasn't really loving too much. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to stamp on this Just Jade. I'm just going to use it embossed and see if we like it or not. So the envelope, it's got this dahlia, just like that. Okay, so we need the mini cut and emboss too. So we're going to emboss. I want to show you guys embossing. So let's do that right away. Okay, so this is the Greenery embossing folder. And it fits nicely in the mini. Okay, so let me grab that. I just gotta remember what plates I need, because I'm not too, we need number 1, I do know that, and I know then we have this one. Let me get this back. And then I can never remember if it's number 3 or number 4. I think it's going to be number 3 because it's thicker, and this is a thin embossing folder. So let's see. We'll know. Yeah, it works. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to close this up. And we are done with it. And here's our embossed paper. Okay, so no stamping on it. We're just gonna go plain Jane and see if that works. All right, so let's get all of our pieces out. You like number 2, very ornate with all the leaves. Number 2. So do you mean like, so you do like it like this, Pam? With it stamped on first and then embossed? I just gotta wait for my laptop to keep, get back to catch up or whatever. Okay, so we're gonna need some scrap paper again because we're gonna be stamping. We're gonna stamp on that 2-inch circle. And I need a strip of scrap paper. So we've got 4 pieces that we need to stamp on, and we're gonna fussy cut too. So we're gonna stamp, I'm calling it a dahlia, full strength with the Pear Pizzazz ink. Okay, that's good. I gotta look at and see what I did on the inside because I don't remember. Okay, so we did full strength, all full strength. So this is the inside panel, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then we have the envelope too. So everything matches nice. Now we need to stamp the message on the inside. Blackberry Bliss. Okay, very clean and simple, right? And then we need to stamp on a piece of scrap. Friends. Friends like you mean more every year. I'm gonna let that dry. And then on the envelope flap, let's go back to this. I want to add these 3 stamped images. Okay, so now we're going to assemble the card just like we did before. So I've got a piece of Just Jade cardstock, and that is cut 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And we're just going to add this on here. I'm gonna actually use this pattern as the front side. So let me grab that Silicone Craft Sheet. So the Silicone Craft Sheet, again, is my host code for December. I got my first one with this last order. I used my Stampin' Rewards to purchase this for a lot of you guys. I can't believe how many orders I got with this recent sale. It's been amazing, and I really appreciate all your support. More orders gives me the ability to offer free like silicone craft sheets or doilies or embellishments as a thank you gift. So I really appreciate that. Okay, so that's that. Now we're gonna add this on here, and then we can do a side-by-side comparison. I'm gonna run out of adhesive, and there we go, I knew it. Let me just grab another one, which is, that one's almost out too, so we're gonna have to do some changing. Okay, so now we're gonna add this to the front, edge to edge, top and bottom, and centered. Okay, so now we're gonna add this hoop the same way we just did on the other card. Begin to bring this in, the same exact way. So I'm just gonna add some adhesive and put it in the center. And on the center there, it's kind of not embossed, so that's kind of good to get more area to adhere. Then we're gonna add the dahlia. And I want it to go, let's see, go this way. That's really hard to see, tone on tone. Okay, then the gold hoop. I need the glue dots one more time, and I don't know where I put them. They are right in front of me. Oh my gosh, there they are. I swear. I need to put like put them on I don't know, a leash. Okay, so 4, 1, oops, let's see, that stuck to me. 1, 2, 3. Got super quiet, didn't it? Oh my goodness. The dryer just shut off, which is down the hall from me. I don't hear it anymore. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna add this little hoop, being really careful because you don't have a lot of, once you get it down on there, it's kind of hard to move. So that's good. Push it down. And now we're going to create that little embellishment over to the side. And then I've got the sprig, which I'll cut off. And then we'll add it right there. I haven't lost you guys yet. This is gonna be a long Facebook Live, probably my longest ever. And then rip some more of that off. Got this little bloom right here. Do you guys have all your Christmas cards done? I hope so. I've got mine done. I just need to address all the envelopes. That's what I'm going to be doing later tonight, hopefully. Okay. Oh, shoot. Why didn't somebody yell? Oh, gosh. I forgot to put the sentiment on. Okay. We're going to figure this one out. All right. So like I said, we're going to fussy cut this out. So let me just get it down to a little bit smaller size. All right. So I'm just going to go around like a dance. I'm just gonna take my snips and trim that right down. Now, somehow I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get this. Oh, I know, that's easy, I think. Let me see. Okay, I did go over it, but this is a little bit too far down, so I'm gonna peel this off and hopefully it comes off, and it did. So we're still good. I'm going to move it over here. Maybe, yeah. I'm going to put it at the 9 o'clock. So I'm just going to add a couple more glue dots to this, just to give it some extra strength. Okay, so now I'm going to add this over here at 9 o'clock. Press down. Call it good. Now this one is going to go right here, but we need to put a dimensional on the back of this one. You might need to do more than just one, and you just kind of have to play it by ear. Okay, I think I want to put another one going this way. These are edge pieces, so that's kind of easier. If you just use the round ones, you could cut them in half. So I want a little bit of that gold hoop showing. And I'm going to press that down and just make sure it's going to stay, which it's going to stay, which is awesome. Okay, so let's put the inside, and I think I put that on crooked, so I have to double check that one. That was gonna bother me, so I'm gonna just, okay. Now we'll add the inside. Oh, there we go. And a 1/4 inch border, top, bottom, left and right. Okay, so that is almost done. Let's add our 3 enamel dots. I find the really tiny ones hard to pick up, but if we put this over top of your silicone craft sheet, they come off so much easier. I wish this was a little bit bigger, actually. All right, so that is card number 2. Okay, so now you can see the side by side. Okay, you guys vote. Which one do you want, number 1 or number 2? Which one is your favorite? Let me know. Okay, and then our matching envelope, front and backs. Okay, so 1 or number 2. Okay. Oh, you said, Pam, you said move that to the inside. Yeah, we could do that. I can't do it now, but yep, I like the focal point too. That would look really nice as well. All right, so 1 or 2 is your choice. And we're gonna move on to number 3. So I'm gonna add this one to my box. And then this one is the first one we made, so it's going to go in here. All right, so number 3 is this one. Let's see. I'm using the Forever Greenery paper. I really didn't use the foliage paper much, just because I'm more of like love the ferns and the like flowers, but I actually like how all these cards did turn out using the Positive Thoughts stamp set. All right, so we are going to make this card that looks like it's a top fold card, so it goes like this. So we're going to get all the pieces that we need to stamp. Got that Tasteful Labels dies. We got our envelope and the inside panel. Okay. So let's work with this one here first. And the inside looks like this. So we've got that stamped off foliage with the sentiment over top. And I need my scrap paper. Okay. All right, so stamp off and stamp on. And then we need the sending. So on these cards, I just kind of changed up the sentiments on the inside versus the outside because they all kind of work together, which I really, really like. And I'm so happy that I was able to use every single stamp. All right, so then this one here is our label, and we're going to make sure that the edging is on the front. And we need that foliage stamp again. Stamp off, and then I want more of the middle of it. So we're going to stamp at an angle. And then we need the Friends and Blackberry Bliss. Okay, put that over there. And then the envelope has the foliage in full strength. And I actually stamped it going upwards because I wanted to see what it would look like that way. And then we're going to call in that butterfly and Blackberry Bliss and just stamp them off like that. And then the back flap, we just open. We got that one too close, but that's okay. All right, it's not really pretty. That just is very, finishes off that envelope. Okay, here we go. So we've got our This is Pear Pizzazz, and it's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2, and I noticed that that didn't get scored very good, so let me just fix that. And again, we're using that Forever Greenery. This is really pretty too, but I'm going to go with more of a white background for this project. And again, 1/4 inch border, all 4 sides. Now the gold hoop goes first on this one. And guess what? I didn't get one. I knew I was gonna, I knew I was missing one for one of the kits. So I've got them here. I keep those in my stamp pieces too. So we're gonna go down. This is gonna be the first layer up from the designer series paper. So again, we need our glue dots and four glue dots. Just roll those right on the tip. You probably could get away with 2 glue dots, but living where it's cold, if this card was in the mailbox, like I would, if I was mailing this tomorrow, I would mail this, put it in my mailbox at 7:30 in the morning, and my mail doesn't get picked up until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not kidding you. Sometimes later, especially this time of year. So I'm wondering, the cold temperatures here might do something with this embellishment. So I don't know. That's why I would do 4. So this is going to go right down in the center of the card. Then I'm going to move this out of the way. The next piece we need to work with is the sentiment labels. Okay, so I'm just going to add adhesive to the back side of the stamped label. We're going to add it right here. And this is going to go over top here. So we need 3 dimensionals. One in the middle, and one on that side, one on that side. I don't think you need 4 because that would be overkill, because you've got the hoop that's going to give it some balance as well. And this one's going to get centered. So I'm looking at the gold hoop here and here. And then before I press it down, I just want to make sure it's centered, which it is. And we'll just give it a good press. And then here we go again, right? Get your glue dots out. So this is a garden green color. I'm going to put it over. So here you don't want it to go over the edge, because then it'll get messed up in your envelope. So I'm just going to put it down here. Take our paper snips and cut that off and add another glue dot. You could use a multi-purpose liquid glue as well, and I didn't get that glue dot. That would work with this, you know, adhering these down too. I'm just sticking with glue dots because you need the glue dots for that hoop. I don't know any other way that they will stay. If you've used the gold hoops, let me know. And if you adhere them a different way than how I'm doing, I'd be interested to know. And then we got that Blackberry Bliss little bloom punch. If you don't have this like punch, you should get it, because it just adds, whenever you're stuck and you don't know what to add on your card, a little flower actually makes it real nice. Okay, there's that one. And now we're almost done with this one. Since I've got these out, I'm going to add 3 and call it good. And let's see, where is the, there it is. Thought I lost it there. Okay. Okay, so now this one goes on the inside. Again, it's a 4 by 5 1/4 whisper white panel. All right, so there's that card with the nice little butterfly. And actually, you know what? Let's add the butterfly right there, okay? Because we have it on the envelope. And I'm just gonna add the butterfly on this one. There's not enough room up there, so I'm gonna add them right there. So there you go, isn't that sweet? It all looks nice. All right, so that's card number 3, you guys. We got one more to go. So we'll put these in our little box. It's getting full. I think this box would fit 8 cards. It just depends on how much you're embellishing on that. Okay, there we go. Because the thicker they are, of course, the less room you have, but I'm pretty sure 8 would fit. Okay, so that's that one, and now we have this one left, my favorite. So we'll take a look at it. It's a top folding card, and it uses that feather. Okay, and there's the envelope. So let's get all our pieces out. And we need our envelope and our die cut and the inside panel. All these other pieces will just get put over to the side. Okay. So we have our scrap paper and our die and our dahlia. And then we're just going to stamp up and stamp on. Then we have this wonderful sending positive thoughts right over like that. Let that one dry. Now we're going to take that greenery. And I'm just going to go that way with it. And then that feather. So first time I've used this feather. It's very detailed. Honestly, don't know where to put it. So I'm just going to put it right there. I don't know. Why is there a feather in this? Can somebody tell me? But I wanted to use it because I wanted to use every stamp. Why is there a feather? There's going to be some symbol, right? With the stamp set and the feather. I don't know. All right, so let me just do that flap. Okay. Here's the envelope, looking good. Now the inside looks like this. And I need the friends. That's Blackberry Bliss. Again, this is 4 by 5 1/4 standard size for your inside A2. This one, I'm gonna go off to an angle. And the feather, oh no, go right there. Okay, all of our stamping is done. So we've got a piece of Pretty Peacock. That's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2, top fold card. And then my favorite pattern in this whole Forever Greenery is this one. And we'll just add our adhesive. And then we'll add it right here, 1/4 inch border, all 4 sides. Okay. Then let's take a look at the card here. Again, we're going to work our way up. So we got that gold hoop to put on, which is going to go off to the side here. Roll that glue dot. Whoa, hold on, lost it. Wow, this one just wants to stay with me. Doesn't want to go on that hoop. There we go. And one more. And this is going to go right up here, off to the corner. Went a little too far. See, now if I try to move it, that's really stuck. I want to move it just a little bit over. There we go. That's going to stay. All right, then we have this one here. We're going to add this stamped label. Almost out. Can I make this card without having to do a refill? I don't know, we'll see. All right, so this is going to get layered right on top, just like that. Then this is the next one up, so you're going to need to put dimensionals on this. So I need to put one over in this corner here. Okay, then we're going to figure out where else we want one over here. And then probably down here. 3 should be plenty. Because don't forget you have that gold hoop that's going to give it some dimension too. All right, so I'm just going to add this one over here. Okay, and then we've got a pretty peacock foliage. And this is going to go right down here. Look at that sprig. This is my longest Facebook Live ever, you guys. I'm over an hour long. Oh my. And you're still with me. I appreciate that. But I wanted to do this project because I want to show you how you can, in an hour, I've made less than, because I've been doing a lot of talking in the beginning. I was showing you guys the products I purchased from Occasions catalog that I just received today and went over some things. But this 4 cards in the box, you guys, we kind of made in about an hour. And then this one's going to go there. And then let's add 3 since we've got these. Again, I'm going to move this over to that Silicone Craft Sheet because you can get underneath that. And look at that, it just came like right off. I'll put this one right here. Okay, and then we need the inside panel, which is here. And I made it through all the cards without having to change my adhesive refill. All right, so that is card number 4. So this one and this one, and our matching envelope with the feather. Okay, so Pam says, birds drop their feathers on the plants when they molt, question mark. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I could call Stampin' up and ask them why. Okay, so let's put this one in here in our box of cards. And this one here. So who's going to make this project? You need the Celebration Labels dies, which are on sale, $17.50. You can also use whatever die cuts you have for the labels here and this little accent here. You guys have stuff in your craft room. So anyway, let's see. Since I have 8 cards, let's see if I can fit all 8 cards in this box. So what I would do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then turn these this way so it's even. It's gonna fit, you guys. 8 cards, pretty sure. I need to put those little flaps down and they'll go in better. I think all 8 cards are going to fit in this box. So that tells you how thick it is. It does. Perfect. 8 cards. And it's really heavy. So I think I'm going to give all these cards tomorrow to one of my friends. I'm going to put it in a solid bag later and put a nice little ribbon on it and a tag and call it good. This will be a Christmas present. So, all right. So that's the one we made tonight. This is my example. And then my Christmas card one's using Poinsettia Place Designer Series paper with these cards as well. Okay, so let me know what you think. All right, there we go. So I hope you guys get a chance to order the Celebration Labels Die, $17.50, don't forget. And then the Poinsettia Place Designer Series paper is on sale as well, 50% off. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else on sale that I used. I'm not sure. But anyway, I hope you guys, again, the stamp set is Positive Thoughts. That will be December Card Club, and I'm going to get busy working on Card Club this weekend. So I hope you guys are doing well, and that you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'm at the Santa Claus event tomorrow. We're doing a drive-through Santa event. So I'm elf giving out bags of goodies for all the little good children, whether they're good or bad or whatever. Everybody's getting lots of candy and Christmas cheer tomorrow in White River Junction, Vermont. So I'll see you guys next Friday on my Facebook Live. Take care. Bye.